In today's video, I'm going to show you guys another defense that you can use to compete and really get some wins and picks and all that in Madden 22. Now we're using the Madden 22 current gen because I can make coaching adjustments within this one, but it's going to work for both Madden 22 current gen and next gen. All these setups, these are going to be concept based setups that are going to help you win more games. Now my 335 Sam defense is in the member section. It's an upgraded to the 335. However, 335 is still viable. It's just I like Sam better in next gen because it does have run stopping capabilities that the 335 doesn't. So this one right here is going to be more pass defense than it is run stopping defense. Now, when you're in the 335 multiple defense playbook, okay, just I know people are going to want to know the playbook. You want to go ahead and just put fast people in your lineup. So here, what we're going to do is we're going to take out Patrick Queen. He's actually 89 speed. But we're going to go ahead and put Stevens. This is going to be our user right here for the cover 3 that we're going to run today. We're going to take out Fort here, and then we'll go ahead and put Stone and then move Queen over here to the right side. We want Queen there. And then in our pass rush, we got Campbell, Williams, and then we have Wolf. We're going to go ahead and put Jay Houston because he's has higher block shedding and stuff like that. And Marlon Humphrey's pretty good at 92 speed with like 93 or 94 acceleration. So you want to keep him there. I was using Westry, but the acceleration on this guy is a lot better. He's a better overall. He's just a better player overall. So the name of the player right here is going to be cover 3 sky drop. So just follow my lead. Now, as far as coaching adjustments, I'm going to show you base coverage real quick, and then we're going to get into that. Let's go ahead and run just verticals. Now, the base setup is simple. You want to make sure that your auto flip is on if you're newer, if you're not setting up blitzes. I recommend you leaving it on. Okay, that way if the trips formation goes to the right side, this guy goes to the right side. You know what I'm saying? If he goes to the left side like he is right now, he'll come to the left side. Now, in this formation, running it stock with your user, you have no idea who to cover. You only know that you got a hook curls and you got curl flats. If they're running verticals like I picked, there's going to be 2 routes automatically open at the beginning of this play, regardless of where my user goes. And that's going to be the tight end on the drag and the wire route and the middle receiver on the trip side. So if I just stay over here and let him snap the ball, we're either going to see him hit the tight end or we're going to see him hit Y because that's what's open. So this is a stock coverage play that's okay. I don't know why he didn't hit it, but he could have had, well, he actually has this route too, the swing route on the running back. Okay, so that's base setup. What people used to do is they used to just shade down, shade up, shade outside with their zone, put themselves on a blitz. You'll have cloud flats, you'll have hook curls, you'll have this. Now, when you do this is when it really becomes apparent that the Y route and the tight end become open. So right there, the Y route, he's gonna hit him, okay? So what people do is, let's assume you're on the right hash, okay? What they'll do is they'll come to the coaching adjustments. They'll put their flats, their clouds, and their hards right here to 5. Just like that, and then they'll come back to cover 3 and they'll run cover 3 sky drop. We'll come back to the same play, and the reason we're doing this is because we're going to give up the underneath. We can shade down, put hard flats, doesn't matter, they're still going to play behind the hard flat. And what this does is it's still going to give up underneath routes, but your corners are still going to break to the flats as if they were playing hard flats, giving you a little bit more coverage on top. Let me go ahead and man up Y, and let's just see if he throws it underneath. That way, you guys can see how the hard flats are playing. So right there, the flat, that's actually my assignment, middle of the field. Let me just cover that so you guys can see what's happening in the flat. You know what? Let me go ahead and play cloud flats, man up Y, and then come here, okay? So just so you guys can see, we'll play cloud flats, we'll man up Y, and then I'll guard the tight end in the middle right here so he doesn't throw it. And then right there's the flat. So you see where the flat is playing. Okay, you see where he's at. He's 5 yards back. That's a perfect spot if you're trying to guard low to a little bit high. Okay, so that would be the standard setup with cloud flats. Now the problem becomes is that you're giving up your crossing, you're giving up deep routes, but that's okay. We're selling out. We're gonna try to get those on our user for now, unless it's like 3rd and long. This is where it becomes situational. Okay, so the next thing we can do is we can go ahead, and this is something that's very important, is set up a Mabel on the strong side of the field. So if we're on the right hash, we want to go ahead and put this hook curl Stone on a curl flat. Now we have the cloud at 5, and then we have a curl flat. Only problem with curl flats is they play inside the numbers, so a crossing route, they'll still get behind it. However, in current gen Madden 22, this setup is very good because the curl flats actually play a little bit more. It's a little bit worse on current gen. You have to be careful with curl flats on, on next gen. Got to be careful with them because they don't do what they do. Now, if I'm playing underneath hard flats, okay, that means that the tight end on this corner route can get me cooked. So with this Mabel over here, I don't know why I did that, but go back to curl flats. You want to take this hook curl, okay, and you want to man up the tight end. So this is what you'll have a Mabel on the left side. If you shade underneath, you man up the tight end. If you shade over top, as we're going to talk about in a little bit, you man up the running back. Does that make sense? Because we don't care if the running back goes on a table route. Okay, we can watch an angle route here. We can't go out to the flat and run a table route. So we're going to put the hard flat there. This guy should be in position. And then the last thing I do is I will move my inside third down. Okay, this is going to hurt your opponent because he's not going to want to throw that Y route. And I don't even think that the AI is going to throw the Y route because we got a curl flat in the way coming in his area. And then we have the inside third coming from the left to the middle of the field. We watch here, we follow the crosser. Boom, he's got nobody to go, he's going to bail. And another thing you can do is you can set spies, okay, to slow that down. But you see how we lock that down like he has nothing to do now. So we're going to shade underneath, man up the tight end, right? And then we put this guy on a curl, bring our inside, I usually do that on a trips formation is I'll bring that inside third down to slow him down on that Y route because I know he wants to throw the Y route. I'll look for a crosser, I'll sit middle of the field, and then I'll come look for the crosser. Too many people surrounding tight end. Now he can complete that, get a couple yards or whatever, but it's all good. You're still doing good. Don't start switching up your defense because you think he's getting away with stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could QB contain your line in case he is a rollout quarterback. But it's real simple to set up this defense, man. It's very, very good at stopping things. Boom. Come to the crosser. He's got nowhere to go. I'm gonna send it. Well, that's my fault. I sent and I do this a lot, bro. I'll send the guy that's guarding the running back, and then they just throw it to the running back. It's just something that I do. It's my fault. Don't do what I do. Just like this, it's a very easy setup, bro. It's a very easy setup, okay? So you got the man up. If you're playing hard flats, you man up the tight end. If you're playing over the top, you man up the running back. Boom, boom, on the side on that side, especially the trips formation. He's gonna try to run it. We click off so computer gets the hit. Now, like I said, you can run. I know in Madden 22 current gen, you can run spies. So what you can do is you can shade underneath, right? Put this guy here. And it'll be like this. Now I'm using Queen on this side with a spy because you see how he's getting away on certain routes. Come over here, user, this guy. He has nowhere to go now. Like, he's, you know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. That's how you just clamp it all down. Okay, so now let's talk about over the top. You're gonna see people run a lot of cover 3 when it's over the top defense. Another thing you could do, okay, before we get into it, man, I think this is very important and very crucial. And I don't know why I haven't talked about it till now, but what you want to do sometimes, okay, is you're gonna want to, like, say we're setting up underneath, manning up the tight end, putting this guy on a purple, blitzing ourselves, QB contain. You want to change your outside blues like Smith to a deep half, okay? Deep half, and you want to do the same thing to this guy over here, deep half. Now, why do we want to do that? Because it's going to hurt whatever cover 3 beaters that your opponent is trying to run on you, okay? So whatever he's trying to run on you, as far as cover 3 beaters, you can run this setup. That makes any sense? He's got that, but that's kind of like my assignment. I need to be there to watch routes like that. That's what you're doing with your user. Okay, another thing that you can do, and I do this a lot, this is one of my main things, is I will shade underneath, okay? I will bring this guy down, but I will man up the tight end and the Y route like this, okay? Pinch the line, crash him. I will man him up like this, and then I will watch the inside receiver. So Adams, I'll just follow Adams, boom. Follow Adams this way. And this would be my next. Come here. You know what I mean? Like, that would be my next setup. And what I do is I won't do it the same all the time. So right here, I'll go from there. I'll start manning up this guy, then man up B. Okay. Bring this guy down. And then now 2 different receivers are manned up. So it's just going to make your opponent, it's going to trip your opponent out, bro, because we're over here now. We know who's going to be open. We know who to look for. And it makes you reading, I don't know, this is a thing that's been in Madden. I don't know if he was able to get that, but you run contains so he can't roll out like that. So again, shade underneath, man up the running back, man up Y, or man up Adams, contain, right? Now we're underneath. Now we know where we got to be. We're going to give up the tight end right now, but it's all good. If he goes on that corner route, we stay above him. He really has nowhere to go right now, bro. Look, contains doing their job. So you man up different wide receivers, right? So you can shade underneath, man up X, man up Y. And this is what's the cool thing about this cover 3 is that you can cross man. You can cross man from across the field if you want. You know what I'm saying? Still playing hard flats, contains, and now we're back to watching B. So now we can do that. I run this a lot of the time with my coverage because it just throws your opponent off. You know what I mean? It throws them off and it's very hard to stop. All right, so now let's talk about stopping the deep routes. What you want to do, okay, you come back to your coaching adjustments, you come back to the curl flats and put them to 25. And then what we'll do is, this is a setup for 3rd and long, 4th and long. They're going for it. You run this, okay? Trust me, know what I'm talking about. You're gonna shade down, shade up. You're gonna man up people that you think would run underneath routes, okay? Usually the inside guy runs the crosser. Usually it's either the Y route that runs the short route, or if it's actually X that runs the short route. You pick one, okay? And you live with the results. Contain. Okay, we have cloud flats playing 25 yards, so you're gonna notice that this cloud flat back here is gonna be waiting for Adams. Now the running back, like I said, this is 3rd and long, 4th is situational. The running back's gonna be open because he's not manned up. It's all good, man. Don't worry about it. You live with those, make it 4th and long. You know what I mean? He actually dotted me right there. He actually hit me right there. That was actually pretty good. And that was because he was manned up. Man up the tight end again, man up X. Let's go ahead and shade outside, contain. You can actually make sure you shade over the top, go cloud flats, bring the cloud flat down. You can bring this guy down, put deep halves out there if you want, you know what I mean? So it looked like this. Just different ideas, man. I'm giving you guys the blueprint for it all. Boom. Now he can't hit nothing. Now we're gonna try to get a pick, but you guys see what I'm saying? If they consistently try to run something on you, that's what you do. Shade down, shade up, bring this guy down, bring this guy down, and you don't even need to man up nobody. You can leave hook curls there if you want. You know what I mean? Leave the hook curls there. It's just your tight end. You know what's going to be given up. You know that tight end comes on a drag. It's over. If he doesn't, boom. Picks for days. Well, they're not picking the ball. So there it is, man. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you drop a like. Love you guys, man. Peace.